Hello, good evening, Dr. Mensah here again. So today, what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about the recent introduction of 1% levy on every liter of fuel that the customer or a consumer will purchase at the pump in Ghana and its effects on the economy and why we should look at state-owned organizations. All right, so just to give a recap, recently the Minister of Finance went to Parliament, got approval for a levy. They have to give it a name, they call it D-levy, Dumso levy now, to be imposed on Ghanaians to more or less address the inefficiencies and the debts that have been accumulated by the Electricity Corporation of Ghana or the power sector of Ghana, right? No doubt, for any country to develop, you need a sustainable, efficient, and reliable energy source or electricity source for industries, households, firms to operate efficiently and reliably. No doubt about that. And Ghana, over the years, we've been struggling to get this right. So recently, when the current administration took over, they realized that Electricity Corporation of Ghana or the power sector have hugely accumulated millions of dollars of debt. And if nothing is done about it, it's going to cripple the economy. Dumso will return, the power sector will shut down, and it will have a devastating effect on the Ghanaian economy. So going through the thinking process, the immediate thing that has to be done is to more or less try to raise some money to clear some of the debts and to reduce the stress on some of the power generators, to give them some room to operate, to continue producing electricity to sustain the economic recovery, which is a good idea. I support that idea. As a matter of fact, when the NDs took over from government, they realized that fuel at that time, we were buying this around 23 cedis per liter, right? And petrol was around 18, 19 cedis per liter if you buy it from Goil or Shell, those kind of areas, right? Now, through prudence, financial and economic management, and what has happened to the Ghana economy within the last few months, the exchange rates has stabilized, or the difference between the cedi and dollar has closed. So now, instead of changing the cedi $1 to about 18 cedis or 17 cedis, now we are hovering around 10.99 or 10.80, which is really good. Improve. The debt situation is also improving. Confidence is back. So the Minister of Finance think, well, why not take advantage of this windfall? Once energy or petrol per liter is now around 10 cedis or 11 cedis per liter, why not take advantage of this and just impose 1 cedi on it, so that even if we move to 12 cedis per liter, we're still far better than some few months ago, and then accumulate this money to clear the debt and to put the energy sector on a sustainable foot, right? Which is good. But what I want the minister to do is to go beyond this. Mr. Minister, fellow Ghanaians, Mr. President, the electricity company or the power sector is really inefficient, and they are pushing their inefficiency, their theft, their mismanagement to the consumer to pay for that. And we cannot, as a nation, continue to subsidize such inefficiency and waste. There are people in the director or directorship top position, director position. They are not contributing to making the energy sector better, but rather they are using their resources to scheme to loot from the state. There are people in mid position and there are people in the grassroots position, from where they are selling the prepaid meters to installing electricity at homes and giving meters. The huge corruption we all know is going on. So, Mr. Minister, once Ghanaians are ready to help resolve the problem, in the energy sector, you need to do far better than that. You need to sanitize the energy sector. There are too many criminals in there with titles like directors, managers, sales agents, accountants, electricians, technicians. They are nothing but thieves in these organizations, these state-owned organizations. They are looting, they are making things inefficient. So once you are looking at solving or making them solvent, solving the debt issue, there must be real eyes on the energy sector. From the generation, distribution, whatever. There are people in there that you have to kick out. Some of them must serve jail terms. Okay, it's not enough for the Ghanaian average consumer to be paying for the inefficiencies, the theft, the mismanagement of ECG. It's not the best way. It's not sustainable. I am ready to pay to help stabilize the energy sector. So are many Ghanaians. So many Ghanaians are ready to pay. But we are not ready to pay for the theft, the thievery, the inefficiency, the mismanagement, the corruption going on at ECG. We are not ready to pay for it. Mr. Minister, Mr. President, with all due respect, you have to give attention to these state-owned organizations. Ghana Water Corporation, the same thing is happening there. They are accumulating debt, and the consumer is paying for this debt, and they are actually paying more than they have to pay. But they are real thieves and corrupt and criminals at these state-owned organizations that are making the situation worse, that must be kicked out. Cocoa Board has accumulated so much debt. Cocoa Board, please sanitize Cocoa Board. There are too many thieves and criminals in working there with so many titles. They have actually made the place like it's their own pocket area where they are just looting and stealing left and right. Look at Cocoa Board. Sanitize that place. Look at Internal Revenue Service. Sanitize that place. There are so many state-owned organizations that have become burden. And these organizations can become profitable and they can contribute positively to the development of Ghana. But now they've become a burden because the people who have been put there, government is paying, government is supporting to help support Ghana and to develop. And they are rather using their offices and their position to loot the nation. This is the barest truth. This is the truth. You know it, we know it, everybody knows it. So the best thing is, as you are trying to solve and invite Ghanaians to help solve the energy situation and to help clear some of the debt which Ghanaians have actually accepted and have started paying, please, we want you to go beyond just levying and actually hold people accountable. Hold people accountable at ECG. Hold people accountable at state-owned organizations, state-owned corporations. So many thieves and criminals are there using their signatures, scheming to loot the country. You have to kick them out. Some of them must serve jail terms to serve as a deterrent. We are on a different path. Me personally, in this new regime, I just want ORA to work. Operation Recover All Loot. I just want all the thieves to pay back to the state whatever they've looted. Even if the government does not construct road, does not do anything, and enable Operation Recover All Loot, ORA, to work, I'll be satisfied. Because we cannot continue on this trajectory where people are using their offices to loot the state, where people are using their offices to design scheme to loot. Look at the mess at National Service Scheme. Instead of improving National Service Scheme so that it become attractive for the young people to learn and to serve their nation, they turn that area into a looting galore. So all government schemes and all government state-owned organizations have become avenue for people to loot. There are people working at Exim Bank. They know they shouldn't have approved certain loans. They approve it. Let them spend jail time. Mr. President, the new Ghana we are building, we are looking for a Ghana where people will be held accountable, people will be held responsible for the responsibilities that they have been given or entrusted to them. So I am ready to pay. I'm ready to pay even more than 1 cedi per liter. to help save and solve the economic situation we are in. But we also want the government to go beyond levying, to hold people accountable, to make these institutions efficient and productive, to contribute to our growth. We cannot continue levying the customers and Ghanaians have to, everything Ghanaians have to bear the burden. Who is now going to be held accountable? Who is going to solve all these things? We want to build a better Ghana. We want to provide hope for the future. We want to provide job for these young ones, these talented young ones. Mr. President, certain institutions, state-owned institutions, must be sanitized. There are too many criminals in there that need to be kicked out. Some of them have to serve jail terms. So I hope you hear our plea as we try to help solve the debt situation. Also, please clean the system.